So today we will continue and we will concentrate on construction. We have already covered. We will concentrate on working of this reciprocating compressor. Okay. So point number 3, please write down. In suction stroke, in suction stroke, in suction stroke, suction valve is open. In suction stroke, suction valve is open. Suction valve is open. So friends, these first 3 types explain about the suction stroke. Jahan air it is sucked inside the cylinder and it is due to movement of your piston. पिस्टन जब टीडीसी से बीडीसी को जाता है तो सक्शन वॉल ओपन हो जाता है और बाहर से एटमॉस्फेयर से एनवायरनमेंट से जो एयर है वो सिलेंडर में ली जाती है. एंड दिस 3 पॉइंट्स, फर्स्ट 3 पॉइंट्स आर एक्सप्लेनिंग अबाउट दैट पर्टिकुलर एक्शन of suction. Understand? Now we will move for the next stroke. Okay, and that is nothing but the compression stroke. And what is that compression stroke? Please write down point number 4. Let us consider that piston is moving. Let us consider that piston is moving. Let us consider that piston is moving from BDC to TDC. BDC to TDC. BDC to TDC. So here there is a position of BDC and this is the position of TDC. So piston is moving from BDC to TDC means it is moving in upward direction. Okay, full stop. This is called as compression stroke. This is called as compression stroke. This is called as compression stroke. Full stop. In compression stroke, the air or the gas which is already sucked is get compressed. Full stop. Next point. At the end of compression stroke, delivery valve will get opened and high pressurized air or gas will come out through exit port in bracket delivery side, full stop. Thus one cycle is completed. 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 Such cycles are repeated again and again. Full stop. So in these 3 points, in these 2 points, point number 4 and 5, we have covered the explanation of the compression stroke. पहले 3 पॉइंट में सक्शन स्ट्रोक का एक्सप्लेनेशन है, नेक्स्ट 2 पॉइंट में कंप्रेशन स्ट्रोक का एक्सप्लेनेशन है. एंड इन अ थर्ड पॉइंट प्लीज राइट डाउन pressure of the air or gas increases, then the temperature of respective gas, will also increase. Full stop. This lead increment in temperature of cylinder. This leads increment of temperature, of cylinder. Increment in temperature of cylinder. Next point, due to cooling jacket, the heat generated, due to cooling jacket, the heat generated inside the cylinder will be absorbed. It means the water or the coolant circulated through cooling jacket cooling jacket absorbs the heat and control the temperature of compressor. Next bit, application of application of single acting reciprocating compressor. Application of single acting reciprocating compressor. Point number 1, low discharge of air or gas with high pressure means where you require very low discharge but you need very pressurized air. हमें कम एयर चाहिए लेकिन प्रेशराइज चाहिए. एट दैट टाइम यू कैन यूज रेसिप्रोकेटिंग कंप्रेसर. नंबर 2, to obtain high pressurized gas or air and number 3, to transfer air or gas from one place to another. From one place to another. One place to another. Okay. So friends, next bit is advantages of reciprocating compressors. रेसिप्रोकेटिंग कंप्रेसर यूज करने के एडवांटेजेस क्या हैं? नंबर वन, इट्स वर्किंग इज वेरी सिंपल. वर्किंग इज नॉट एट ऑल कॉम्प्लिकेटेड because only the piston, connecting rod and crank mechanism we have introduced to the compressor, and that's why once the shaft is start rotating, due to that piston will also get rotated. Piston will get a reciprocating motion, and due to that reciprocating motion we can get compressor air. So working of compressor is very simple. As we have seen in the application, these reciprocating compressors are providing very high pressurized air. So that is the second advantage. And number three, the multi-stage type. We have seen single acting or single stage reciprocating compressor. In a multi-stage, what do you mean by multi-stage? Multi-stage means number of piston and cylinders are increased. Okay, try to understand it. Multi-stage यानी क्या है? Number of piston and cylinder arrangement it has been increased. एक पिस्टन और एक सिलेंडर है, उसे हम सिंगल एक्टिंग रेसिप्रोकेटिंग पंप कहते हैं, या सिंगल कंप्रेसर कहते हैं, या सिंगल स्टेज रेसिप्रोकेटिंग कंप्रेसर कहते हैं. बट मल्टी स्टेज रेसिप्रोकेटिंग कंप्रेसर मींस number of piston and number of cylinder when we are going to increase. It may be 2, it may be 4, it may be 8. Okay, you can increase the number of cylinder, और उसमें जो piston है, if you are going to increase its number also, then that particular compressors are known as a multi-stage type air compressor, where we can get lot of high pressurized air. Means discharge we can increase with the help of the multi-stage type. Okay, multi-stage type it is not at all for our discussion, but just you keep in mind mechanism is same, working principle is same, its construction is also same. Only one slight difference is that instead of one cylinder and piston, if we are going to use more number of cylinder and piston, then it will be known as the multi-stage type of the reciprocating compressor. Okay, give next heading, advantages of reciprocating compressor. Advantages of reciprocating compressor, and in under that heading write down number one, working of compressor. Number one, working of compressor. Working of compressor is very simple. Is very simple. Working of compressor is very simple. Number two, it produces high pressure air. 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 Number three, multi-stage type. Multi-stage type. Multi-stage type is used for all ranges of pressure of air. For all ranges of pressure of air. All ranges pressure of air. Okay. Now, here we stop the discussion related with the reciprocating compressor. Okay. And now we will move towards the rotary compressor. And in rotary compressor, these compressors are giving the pressure ratio most probably up to 4. Means this P2 by P1 ratio, it is whatever pressurized air we are getting and pressure ratio we are getting through this compressor is up to 4. Okay, it is just nearly 4, and that's why though we are calling it as a compressor, but we are naming it as a blower. Okay, and here the rotary compressor are producing the high pressurized air, that is compressed air, by using the rotary action in its mechanical element. रोटरी कंप्रेसर में जो मैकेनिकल एलिमेंट्स होते हैं वो मैकेनिकल एलिमेंट्स रेसिप्रोकेटिंग एक्शन में मूव नहीं करते. इन रेसिप्रोकेटिंग कंप्रेसर piston was moving inside the cylinder in a reciprocating motion, but in a rotary compressor the mechanical element which are responsible to generate high pressurized air are moving in rotational direction. That is the basic difference in the working principle of the reciprocating motion and reciprocating compressor and rotary compressor. At the end of this particular bit, I am going to discuss the comparison in between reciprocating compressor and rotary compressor. And there we are going to discuss such a differences or the similarities in detail. Okay, right now we will concentrate on the rotary compressor. इस बिट के एंड में मैं रोटरी कंप्रेसर और रेसिप्रोकेटिंग कंप्रेसर के जो कुछ कंपैरिजन है वो हम देखने वाले हैं. इन दैट यू कैन ऑब्जर्व द डिफरेंसेस एंड सिमिलरिटीज आल्सो. वी विल डिस्कस बोथ द थिंग्स एज फार एज reciprocating compressor and rotary compressor is going to be concerned. Now, what do you mean by rotary compressor? Actually, the rotary compressor are rotated at a very high speed, and these compressors or the mechanical element which are inside this particular compressor are rotated by using either steam turbine, gas turbine or electric motors. Now, what are the turbines? Okay, the name of our chapter itself is a pump, compressor and turbines. So turbines we are going to discuss in detail. Now time being, अभी तक के लिए आप सिर्फ इतना ही ध्यान में रखिए कि either steam turbine, gas turbine or electric motor we are going to use to run this rotary compressor. Understand? And here positive pressure which we are going to exert on the gas or the air, that particular positive pressure, it is developed by the rotary action rather than reciprocating one, which I have recently explained to you कि यहाँ reciprocating action के बजाय rotary action का यूज करके हम high pressurized air produce कर सकते हैं. And here there are main 3 types of the rotary compressor: lobe type, vane type and screw type. Understand? और इसे हम lobe blower, vane blower, root blower ऐसा भी कहते हैं. Though it is compressor, we are calling it as a blower also. Do you understand it? So if this lobe blower or vane blower, such kind of the word will come, then don't be get confused. Root blower, that vane blower, lobe blower, it means lobe type compressor or the vane type compressor. Is it clear to everybody? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes. So please give heading rotary compressor. Rotary compressor. Rotary compressor. Rotary compressor. The rotary compressor, the rotary compressors, the rotary compressors are rotated, are rotated, are rotated, are rotated at very high speed, at very high speed, very high speed, either by steam turbine, either by steam turbine, gas turbine, gas turbine, or electric motors, or electric motors. The only difference is, the only difference is the only difference is that the only difference is that the only difference is that only difference is that the positive pressure is developed, the positive pressure is developed, the positive pressure is developed by rotary action, by rotary action, by rotary action rather than reciprocating action, rather than reciprocating action, rather than reciprocating action. The main types of rotary compressors, the main types of rotary compressors are number one, lobe type, लोब, LOBE, लोब, स्पेलिंग उसका लोबे होता है, लेकिन वी आर गोइंग टू कॉल इट एज अ लोब टाइप. वेन टाइप, वेन टाइप, and third one screw type, screw type, screw type, screw type. Okay, now still we have some little time with us, and here we are going to discuss the vane type blower or vane type compressor in the next lecture. So its structure is very easy. So whatever time is remain, almost 3 or 3.5 minutes, you can use to draw this diagram in your notebook. So I request you, please draw it.